welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to be doing a review on the Maybelline FitMe Matte Poreless Foundation and the Matte Poreless Powder. I did feature those two products in my last month's favorites video. If you are watching this and have seen my favorites video last month, that it is a pretty good product, but a lot of people did want a little bit more in-depth detail about it, and I'm going to be doing a demo to show you guys how it applies. I'm going to start off with the foundation. I actually put a moisturizer and a primer on my face already, so just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. If you're wondering, the shade that I'm in is in 230 Natural Buff, and I'm just going to pour a little bit on the back of my hand. As you can see on the back of my hand, it does look like it is a thicker consistency and it runs really slow. Just wanted to point that out, but when I do apply it on my face, it doesn't apply thick at all. It actually applies really, really thin and light. So I'm just going to start off with just taking a little bit on my finger, and I'm going to dab it on areas of my face where there is, you know, a lot of pores. I like to dab it on this part of my cheeks, down my nose, on my forehead, and as you can tell, I do have a couple blemishes and stuff here and there, so that will be great for this review because it'll show you how it covers as well. And then just add some on my chin. I do still have some on the back of my hand. I'm just going to lightly pick some up on this brush and then just start blending it out on my face. And I do have a lot of redness around my nose area. This is how the foundation applies after using one coat, and as you can see, it is more of a medium coverage. You can totally see that my blemishes are kind of seeping through the foundation. I do have a little blood vessel vein on this side of my cheek that has been there forever, and I kind of can see that through the foundation as well. So I'm going to apply a second coat and see how it builds. I do like to mix it with my e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation because the Acne Fighting Foundation is a little bit more of a heavier coverage, and just mixing the two together, it gives it a really, really nice consistency. FitMe foundation definitely lightens it up a little bit, and it doesn't make it so heavy on the face. When I'm not in the mood to, you know, mix those two foundations, I will wear this alone if I'm out running errands and I'm not really wanting a full coverage, you know, look. And when I do shoot for that non-full coverage look, I usually just put one coat on my face. So building it right now is the first time I've done this. Here's a little close-up of the foundation. As you can tell, once I did apply the second coat, it did give it more of a medium to fuller coverage. I noticed that it did cover that vein that I do have right here pretty well, and it did cover the redness on the blemishes that I do have. And I do have a little mole right here, and that is still peeking through, so I mean that's not a problem at all. I don't mind that, but it did cover everything that I did want it to cover. And I'm just going to zoom in and show you guys the pores. I do have a lot of visible pores around this area, so that will give you an idea of how much it did cover the pores. I'm not seeing many of the pores, and that is definitely a good sign, since that is what the product is supposed to do, is make it poreless. It does leave a pretty matte look on the face so far. I'm just going to let it set for a little bit and then apply the powder. So now I'm going to apply the Matte Poreless powder, and once I open this, it does come with a little sponge. I don't really use these. I usually like to use my brush for this, and I'm just going to take my powder brush and I like to just swirl it in. I always, for some reason, have to set my face with a powder. I just don't like the whole feeling of just liquid foundation on my face. If you are wondering, this is also in the same shade as the liquid foundation 230 Natural Buff. So I just like to take the powder and make sure I hit my pores for sure. Now that I completed applying this over the liquid foundation, here is what it looks like. You can totally tell that it does have like a matte look to it. It's not super shiny or anything like that, which it shouldn't be after you apply a powder. It doesn't make my face look super cakey. You know how like sometimes when you do apply a powder over a foundation, you can tell that you applied the powder over the foundation and it just looks really cakey and kind of gross, and you're just like, what is this? Like you saw, I just pretty much dabbed it around, you know, the areas of my face that I did want to put it on, and then just swirled it in the rest of my face. It doesn't leave it feeling super heavy. I feel like I don't have much makeup on my face, which, I mean, you can't really tell. It does blend into the skin nicely. It does help that the shade matches my skin tone really, really well. And there is a pretty decent variety of shades that the foundation and the powder does come in, so that's a plus. I believe I paid $5, less than $5 for this. It might have been like $4.97 or something like that. And I believe this might have been the same price as well, but they're super affordable and I really, really love the product together. Like, if you're going to get the foundation, you might as well get the pressed powder. Spring and summer is going to be coming up pretty soon, so you're going to want something to kind of defeat the oily look if you are more oily prone, and these two products do definitely give you that matte look. I've worn the two together all day. It's lasted about 8 to 12 hours. I also went to the gym with the makeup on and I didn't have a problem with it like sweating off or, you know, looking gross or anything like that, so it held up really, really well at the gym, and I was really surprised about that. If you are looking for a foundation and a pressed powder and you are, you know, between normal to oily skin, I definitely recommend these products. They're amazing, and for the price, you seriously cannot beat it. I guess that is everything that I did want to mention in this video. If you have any questions about the foundation or the powder, then just comment down below and let me know what's up. Like this video if you found it helpful, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it. I will also list my Twitter, my Facebook page, my Instagram, and my new vlogging channel down below, and I'll have all that information right here as well. Thank you so much for watching, ladies, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!